We are live again because it's Sunday.
It is Sunday.
And I am exhausted because I just came from a 3-day event shoot, but thankful for the opportunity.
Yes.
So if you missed it, it was Legacy on Ice with Douglas County. They were giving back to the community, an opportunity for the community to come out as a family and as friends and come out and enjoy a time at the Legacy Arena. So we definitely appreciate the opportunity. But now we're here to talk to you guys about something a little different.
Yes.
Today we're going to be talking about AI systems that scale, a little bit of e-commerce live shopping, and just some general biases as well for the human nature and in AI.
Definitely. So guys, how often have you guys dealt with biases of different things in life as a whole? You know, one of the biggest things that we may have nowadays is we got this AI process, we got these AI systems. And a lot of people don't want to use it because they actually have a mindset of it's cheating. It is not fair. It is doing thinking for me. I'm not using my own intellectual property. I'm using combination of brains and everything else. And then you become biased because of the fact that you don't like the process, but you do like the results. So which one is it? Is it going to be the process or is it going to be the results that you're going to be attached to? And so that's something that I think is a big deal nowadays, and we're going to get over that tonight.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get into that because there's a lot of biases that go into not just AI and scaling and thinking that you're using a system's IP versus your own IP, but like you just said, that makes you become almost biased in general in life. And not just AI, this is over time with life and human nature and how we become, but it's almost as if we're scared to work with one another.
Yeah, well, that, you know what, that's a big deal. I think that's been a kind of like the history of America as a whole, is being able to say who has done what culture and what community has attributed to success.
Correct.
And then obviously giving credit where credit's due.
Right.
Like the reality of it is, I think you're white.
Right.
I think I'm black. But in the world of business, that can cause some biases and some prejudices as well.
Absolutely.
Because when I come to the door and try to sell something to certain cultures, they may not receive me, but they'll receive you.
Correct.
But vice versa.
Vice versa, correct. Yeah.
Some will receive you and deny me, or deny me and receive you. So it just depends on how you want to work it. I do not believe that two people that are of different backgrounds or cultures cannot work together. I believe that we can.
Yep.
If we understand the vision.
Yep.
The Bible says, how can two walk together unless they agree? I think we come together and do well in agreement.
Yep.
But we do have different ways that we're looking at stuff.
Yep.
You develop code, you develop processes, I develop relationships, and we come together and make a whole collaboration and we get it done.
Yep, and what you just said at the end is absolutely key to being in a partnership of any kind, when it's other cultures or other ethnicities involved. It's like, what is that goal that you're looking for, and how does one partner come in and have their skill set and share what they can do, and the other partner come in and you leave the biases at the door.
Facts.
It's not about what your biases are and fighting against it in the company and how come we aren't doing it this way, how come you're not doing that this way. It's like, no, how can we come together for the common goal, which is obviously to be successful, to get this vision out into the community,
Correct.
To make this come to life. So how can we do that and leave the biases, like I said, at the door and not involve any of that within the company's SOPs?
SOPs, that's a good one. What does SOP stand for?
So SOP stands for Standard Operating Procedure. And this is everything that a business follows when they're basically guided on the path that they're going to reach their goal. So they know when the next person comes in, they're gonna follow the SOP to a T, so they know how the business is ran.
So that means that can scale a lot easier.
A lot easier.
So in this new climate nowadays with AI and everything else, can SOPs be developed a lot quicker?
Oh, SOPs can be developed within a snap of a finger. I mean, back in the day, you would have to come together on team meetings and discuss what it's actually going to be part of the SOP in the business, and how you're going to get that documented down in a quick manner, and how you're going to distribute that out within the company. And now it just happens so quickly with AI that it's unmatched.
Wow. So in order for a company to have the proper SOPs, that means they have to be doing the work.
Correct. They definitely have to be doing the work.
Okay. And then if they're doing the work, then they should know where they're going, right? They should know where their there is,
yeah,
where their
exactly.
end result should be.
Exactly. If they're doing the work, I mean, they should have already had that talk about what the end goal is. Like I said, when you go to the refrigerator, you don't go just looking for ingredients. You go knowing that you want to make a sandwich, and then now you're trying to find those ingredients to make the sandwich. So that's the same thing in business. You got to have those SOPs in order so that you know the common goal of where you're going.
So I think that's where Robert Kiyosaki talks about in his book, the Cash Flow Quadrant, the SE and the BO. Because a lot of people they go from employees on the left side of the quadrant to self-employed.
Correct.
Which now they go from a job to owning a job. And then they go to BO. And the only way to be a business owner is to have a system. But that's where I guess the SOPs will come into play, because now you have other people that are able to run your systems.
Correct.
Okay. I'm learning a little something.
Yep.
So even if a person doesn't look like me, does that mean that they can't run my system?
And exactly, you're right. That doesn't mean that they can't run your system. And that's actually what SOPs are in place to prevent. Not just multicultural mixing when it comes to business,
right,
but also making sure that everybody follows the same standard operating procedure so that it's the same across the board and nobody gets confused on who's doing what. How come this culture is working on that? It's like, it's not about a culture. We haven't specified a SOP based on culture.
Right.
We specified a SOP based on a common goal.
Business
and that's
model.
where we're trying to get.
Got it. So it's about the business model. So essentially, SOPs will take out the emotion of business.
Correct. All the time.
So I can look at things at a different lens, because I can read and say, hey, 1 + 1 = 2. Everybody can say 1 + 1 = 2. So we could always get 2, because they can read that this SOP gives this plus equals that.
Yep. And that's when it becomes to having integrity when you have a business, when it's like, if you're not following that SOP, and let's just say one of your employees comes to you and says, hey, how come we didn't do it this way? Or how come I'm not promised this when I was promised this? You could simply be upfront about it. Say, oh, well, sorry, I made a mistake. You're absolutely right. Or maybe it's a conversation where it's like, that's an old SOP or whatever it may be, but you can talk forefront up to the employee instead of being, behind the scenes and keeping everything a secret. You could just tell them, hey, here's what's going on. Here's how we're going to make it better.
So essentially, a SOP is a reference manual to operation and procedures of the business.
Yep.
No issues, no emotions, just straight do it like it says and get the results like it said it would.
Yep, leaving the biases at the door.
So AI is another way to get those SOPs a lot quicker, to get somebody's IP and be able to make it duplicatable.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. So I wonder why people have such a bias of, I guess AI. You think it's just a reflection thing?
I do. I think it's a reflection thing. I think we bring that into business. No matter what you're envisioning in your company or what your thought process is about it, we bring those biases into all of our businesses because they follow us within life. And like you just said, it's unfortunately a sad and not so good reflection of yourself.
Wow. So as I look into this mirror and I see different things that I want to change, AI is kind of like the mirror, and it kind of reflects what you already are doing or are not doing.
Exactly. It'll tell you the basis of, okay, here's where I know you want to go. Tell me where you're at currently, and then it'll shift to where you've been at and make decisions based on, okay, well, if you said you want to go here,
right,
how come you're going this path? Maybe you should go this path.
Wow. So maybe AI can help take the emotions out of things and take your biases out of the things that you believe is true or not true, and give you actually a direct path to how to get there.
Yeah, that's a very good observation, because it's like, no matter what ethnicity, ChatGPT or whatever AI system you decide to use is not going to first ask you what your race is or what your ethnicity is. It just knows that you have a place called there and you need information to get there. So it's going to help you with the best information that it has available at its fingertips in a matter of seconds to help you get there.
Wow. So AI does not care about your ethnicity or does not care about your culture. It just cares about where you're trying to go, and let me help you find it.
Correct.
That is fire.
Yep.
Unfortunately, in business, I think that's probably the biggest things that businesses suffer is the communication, and people want to go different ways to get to a place called there, and not just having an SOP that can actually come to fruition.
Yep.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is very unfortunate, and we see it, not just us. When I say we, I mean everyone as a people. We see it in business a lot, where you see one race and you may not want to work with them, or one culture, you may not want to work with them, and altogether you could be making money, but because you see one way, and it may not even be related to your race, it's just a bias in general, like you don't like my style of how I edit or how I shoot, or you don't like my style of how I sell or how I contract different people, like you may not like that, so you're like, I'm not even going to give him or her the opportunity to make that money together. So you're missing out on opportunity just by saying, I'm not going to leave my biases at the door. I'm going to bring them full-fledged, and we're going to take them into our business.
So it's people lose business because they have the mindset of it's my way or the highway.
Correct. And mindset in business is major in everything. In fact, it's what makes people successful.
Wow. So the idea that someone can't do it around the way you think it should be done is the reason why your business does not scale.
Correct.
That's a bar. That's really a bar.
Correct.
So how should a person be using AI if they already have a mindset, they already have biases? How do you think they should be, I guess, prompting AI?
Yes, I would learn about AI prompting, because here's the truth. Every AI software you use out here uses prompting in some form or fashion, whether it's voice prompting, text prompting, a combination of both. They're using prompting to get what you need out of AI. So if you learn how to prompt an AI system, that's the key to all of this, because the better you can prompt a system, no matter what you're using, is Sora, ChatGPT, Cursor, any of these apps you're using, you can easily just prompt into them the best you can. And I say the more you prompt, the better. Then you'll be able to be a prompt master and give it to any of these softwares so it spits out everything you need every time.
So a person that's really nosy should be really good at prompting.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. If you can it's about giving every specific detail on what you want, and then go back to those details and saying, okay, I see that those details are there, but I didn't give it enough information on how it should function. I said I wanted a contact form, but did I tell it what it's for? Did I tell it what input fields it should have?
Okay.
What it's going to be doing after they submit the form? All I said was, build me a contact form. And it may get it done, but it's not going to get it done to your specific needs, your specific SOP.
Wow. So a very detailed person that understands systems, like an engineer.
Correct.
If they learn how to properly word things, then AI could really just bring forth a whole complete plan for them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if they learn how to prompt engineer is what it's called. If they learn
Okay.
how to prompt engineer correctly, and when I say correctly, there is no correct or incorrect, it's just about the amount of detail that you can give it. But if they give it the most detail that they can to their specific SOP and their specific project required document that they have, then they'll be able to get the best documentation out of it that they can. So, and the fastest.
But what if somebody found out, I'm like this high-end engineer into this company, and they find out that I use AI? Is that going to make me look bad because I had assistance from a computer?
Well, unfortunately, to some of these people we talked about before that have these biases, it may. But if you can get out of the mindset of having a bias and realizing that it's all about the end result, and it's not about the process of how you got there, that's the journey. That's the business owner's journey in their own life and how they should be taking it in. But when it comes to the client and what they want, the results, they don't want to know. They may want to hear your journey. They may be people and actually want to sit down with you. But when it comes to getting their results, they don't care how you got there. If you're able to make somebody $1 million, are you really going to sit down and ask them, okay, now tell me, Frank, how did you do it? And then get mad because they didn't do it how you thought they should?
Oh.
You're not.
Wow. So I guess that's where my dad's thought process comes in. He says, you may not like my process, but you like my results.
Exactly.
He's
and
a
I've heard
craftsman.
that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
He does construction, but now we call him a craftsman because he does such detailed work inside of homes. And there's a lot of stuff that he talks about when it comes to the process of how he does things that I may not ever understand. I mean, you have crown molding in your house right now, and I wouldn't know how to do that. But because of his process, he knows how to make it happen. But to your point, all I want to see is it aesthetically pleasing.
Yep.
And is it going to last?
Yep.
And is it within my budget? And is it within my time frame? So that's really key, Cody. I mean, I don't think a lot of people really have accepted that fact that AI is not cheating.
Nope, they definitely see AI as cheating 100%, especially when, I hate to bring it back to colleges and say this, but especially when colleges are telling them that is cheating. We don't want to see AI. If in fact, colleges are building AI detectors that they can detect AI in people's information in their thing. Now, I'm not saying that if you go and have AI write the entire article for you and you turn it in as your own paper, that you shouldn't be docked for it. But I am saying if you use AI resourcefully and helping you build this article that you're going to turn in for a grade, you shouldn't be penalized for it.
Wow. So essentially, a person, if they were really thinking about this whole project or whatever they were doing, that they may say, okay, I think like this, or I think like that, but now let's add AI to it to see if it, almost like playing devil's advocate, to give multiple angles.
Yep.
Ah, okay. That's pretty slick. I never thought about it like that. It's kind of like having all the Briggs-Myers personality types in one system.
Correct.
Because you think one way, and then you can prompt, I guess, question.
Right.
and direct AI to think another way, and then you guys can come together with one conclusion.
Exactly.
And then move forward.
Exactly. And in fact, in some of these AI systems that we talk about, they actually have different methods built within them called like build, plan, ask, where you can actually sit down and instead of generating code at the forefront, you actually sit down and talk to it and actually build this plan out. So maybe you do start by saying, I need a form. And it says, okay, I know you need a form, buddy, but what else do you need this form to do? And then you go back and forth, okay? And then by the end of this, you've done created this immaculate plan, which is your PRD, your project required document. And you can literally spit that back into your AI system that you're going to use to build whatever it is, whether it's an image generator or a website generator, whatever it is, give it that PRD, and it'll know exactly what to do.
I hope you guys heard that, because I heard an acronym PRD, which I have not heard before. And Cody, what does it stand for again?
So PRD stands for a project requirement document, which is essentially a document that tells your engineer or developer what your project requires. So it knows bar for bar, word for word, requirement by requirement, what you need to get this system accomplished and your goal. You're there. So it knows exactly how to build this. And you basically can build this with AI to give back to AI to build the actual goal that you're shooting for.
Wow. So you get all this information, you do all these PRDs, you give it to the engineer that's going to help design it with AI, and then I guess you have to move after that.
Yes, you have to take action.
Okay, because I think that's a lot of people's problems too, is not only do they think that AI is cheating, but now what do you do when you put your dream into AI and it spits out a whole program to do? Then there's no more excuses.
There is no more excuses. And that's like us, we talked about different tools on our website that we wanted to implement.
Right.
We would talk about them, at night at a certain time, and by morning those tools would be live and available on our website.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, the reality of it is live streaming on our website.
Live streaming, you got web analyzer tools, you got a new tool that we just actually implemented that I think we might want to show you. Do you want to show them what we're doing right now?
Yeah, well, I would love for them to see some new stuff, because people are always looking for that new experience.
Yep. So we just want to showcase one new tool that we, you got your phone on you?
Yeah, I do.
So if you head on over to marketingmousetrapagency.com, which is where you should be anyway viewing this live.
Right.
Of course, we will post it later for anybody who's not watching or who's not here on TikTok. But essentially, we have a tool now that will allow you guys to come on to our website and describe your system's needs. And essentially, this tool, once you put in your name and email, it's going to give you everything breakdown-wise on how to accomplish getting this done, how we're going to help work with you to achieve your goal, how this could help in your business to help it scale, and all of that. So you'll be able to go, and I'm just going to show you live right here. So essentially, you'll go to marketingmousetrapagency.com/services, scroll down, and you'll see the AI voice command tool. All you'll do is click this button, and I'm going to show you live how it works. Can you help me build a system for my business that will email purchase receipts using automatic emails once a customer purchases a product from my website? So that live transcription happened over the phone. It's processing the idea right now, and it's running it through our back end. It takes probably anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds. And then you're going to input your name. So the name form comes up as soon as you do the voice command tool. So we'll go ahead and input our name.
Fire. And live, just to show you that this is real. We don't play over here at MMA. Always trapping you.
So I just put in my email, and now it's giving me a complete and entire breakdown. You may not be able to see it, but this is a complete and entire breakdown of how that our AI systems are going to help your business scale using the custom tool that you just inputted into our command tool that we just built. So you'll be able to also receive this as an email inside of your email that you inputted, and it'll give you all of this information. And then this next step, of course, is to go ahead and book your consultation with us, and you'll pay that after you do the voice command tool, and we'll get this system built for you.
That's fire. So you're telling me that I can actually do, what is that, V2P?
V2P.
Voice to prompt?
Voice to prompt.
So I can voice to prompt on Marketing Mousetrap Agency's website, and then get the solution to my problem after we do some other rules of engagement on our side.
Yep, exactly.
That's fire. So this whole process wasn't here the other day. So who do we have to thank for this?
These are all internal tools built by us, brought to life from mind to design to live, and they're all on our website available for you right now at marketingmousetrapagency.com.
And I must say, I have to say this, Mare, thank you, because she put something on LinkedIn that does not exist, and I put on there that we can help with that, and now we have this.
Yep.
So that just lets you know, if you think it, we can create it.
Exactly. And it goes back to what I was saying. Me and Mouse have these conversations and we think about how we can bring these ideas to life. And all it takes is a conversation from his mind to Cursor, to our platforms, and then we build. So it's exactly how we do it every time. He thinks of the idea and we develop it.
And that's called PRD?
PRD, Project Required Document.
Wow. So think it, give it to the brainchild to do it, system converts it, boom, and we're here.
Yep. And with AI, what I'm noticing, like I keep saying on every video, and I'm going to say it because it's going to move faster, it's moving quicker and quicker and quicker.
Yes.
In fact, one of the softwares just implemented a new feature where you can basically drag and drop like a website, and you can build it instead of coding it. You can actually click and edit like a live feed website.
Oh, wow.
So they're coming up with brand new features every single day that while we're sitting here coding platforms, they're coding the platform that we use to code the platforms.
Wow. So there's a lot of different coding going on.
There's a lot of coding going on the back end, a lot of databases, and a lot of servers being hit.
Oh, wow. So that's a pretty good flow. It's just the idea of thinking it and actually implementing what you thought and then getting a real result and then actually utilizing the result in real time.
In real time and quicker and quicker, as I say, people want to see the results of the product they just bought. And if you can offer a service product that they buy that is going quick, just like that, be able to give them the results from implementation to a day later, 2 days later, 3 days later, it's like, people aren't used to seeing these results. They're used to having to wait for development 6 months to a year or even 2 to 5 years. And then after development and implementation occurs, they'll have to wait for maybe even 6 months to see results.
Wow. And now they can see from 6 months to maybe 6 weeks.
Exactly.
Or even sooner, depending on what's going on.
Exactly.
Wow, that's amazing. From 6 months. I mean, I believe Keys said something about that.
Exactly. Yeah, we had a AI seminar the other day that was the future of AI in music, and Gerald Keys stopped by, and he was just talking about how everything is moving so fast that he was able to produce an AI album with 10 days. He was able to produce this album, and not 10 days, 10 songs.
Right.
And he had it produced in, 2 hours?
2 hours from 2 days. That he said 2 days to beyond.
Yep.
To get people in the studios to do this, to do that, and he did it in 2 hours.
Yep.
That is amazing.
Yep. And he said if it was a whole process of making actually a 10-album song, that it would take over a year to actually get these people on contract, get them in the studio, make sure their schedule everything is good. And now he done it in 2 days. 2
Wow.
hours. Like it's gonna go down to 2 minutes. Like it's just gonna be at a snap of a finger. Next thing we know.
Wow. So if people can get over their biases about utilizing the system and realize it's not cheating, then they can get to a place called there a lot quicker, and then they can get their MVP out to the marketplace and get people buying it easily.
Yep, they can see from thought to implementation to result a lot quicker than they used to. And it's two biases, unfortunately, at play here. It's the bias of now AI and thinking you're cheating, and it's the bias of working with someone who may not look like you.
Ooh. Wow. So that last statement of someone that doesn't look like you or doesn't come from your same background is preventing potentially you from growing to your next level. Don't let that be the case.
Never.
Never let that be the case. Even with AI, don't let AI prevent you from getting to your place called there. Because let me ask you this one thing, audience. Who's going to show up for you? Nobody best but you.
Yep.
So go out and get it. It's legal. It's not like it's illegal. It's a legal process, and you get to do it all day long. And all you got to do, like Cody said, is just show the results to your end user, to the client that you're building it for, or if the client is you. You know it works, and it does build confidence. Cody will tell you. It builds his confidence every single day.
Yep. Every day that I'm able to work with AI, it definitely builds my confidence in knowing, okay, this system works. I'll be on video calls with my friends and they're doing the same thing, coding, and I'm just showing them this and showing them that, and they're like, that worked. And it's like every step you get a new level of confidence, because it's like, oh, I can do that. Things you used to thought that would take you 10 years or maybe you may never even learn in a lifetime, that was for the elite. is now for the everyday person. And now is the best time to take advantage of AI because it's an untapped market for sure, but it's an uncontrolled market, meaning like there's no laws and regulation.
Right.
Nobody's looking over this. And that's not me saying the negative that there's people just stealing and stuff. I'm just telling you that right now is the best time to make your own platform, to own your own data, and work with a company that actually can do that and help you achieve these systems really and make them come to life.
That, I think we're essentially holding hands and, you know, kid gloving this thing and helping people get to their end goal. Just being able to be a resource for them. I think that's completely awesome, and that we are able to work together even though we don't look like each other.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's the thing about leaving biases at the door. It's like you realize that you may have more in common than you thought, than what you may look like or what you may believe in.
Right.
That you can actually make money together, which is what we all want, success, to be successful.
Right.
And why skip over just because you have a bias of working with someone who may be on the exact same pathway, even though they may not look like you or believe in what you believe in, or they might not even do things the same way you do, but you both have the same goal.
Wow, so we have the same end result and we can work together to get to a place called there. I think I like that. So you think that, because I have a company, it's Mouse Apparel Inc. Do you think that I can plug my system, my program into your system?
Oh, absolutely. There's several ways. In fact, probably I would go to say an unlimited amount of possibilities that you could actually come up with to implementing a system like Marketing Mousetrap offers to Mouse Apparel Inc. because there's several automated systems, there's several ways to turn money overnight while you sleep. And I think that people are forgetting that. Even though you might not even be selling a subscription base as whole, you might just have found a way to implement things faster. Like I said, with those automated email purchases, now people are keeping those in the back of their mind, like, oh yeah, I did purchase that, I might want to go there again.
Right.
So just different things like that that's helping increase the overall profit that you may not be even thinking about, that you're just sitting at home like, man, if only my system or only my business could do this. You know what? You could talk to your phone, marketingmousetrapagency.com/services, give it the idea, and it'll tell you exactly how we're going to do it. It's not really a matter anymore of if we can do it.
Right.
It's, do you have the resources?
Right.
Are you ready to take action?
Facts.
And when are you available? So really, we're putting the ball in your court.
Now that's huge, because here's your baby, and we're telling you, if you give us your baby and give us your thought processes, we'll give you back a result. And all you gotta do is look in the mirror and see is the reflection, not on us, but on you. Are you ready to move? That's deep.
Yep.
That's really deep.
Yep. And I think that's also a lot what's holding people back, because even the people who may not have biases, they overall are like, they're kind of stuck in limbo. Do I take action? Do I not? Am I ready to take this risk? And I heard a video before, and it's really said well. It's like everything in life is risky. Every action you take is risky. Right. Having a kid is risky. Getting older is risky. Getting a new job is risky.
Right.
Eating a new food you haven't tried before is risky. But it's a matter of like, do you want, and you say the things that you want, do you really want those things?
So I think a lot of people are happy about the thought process of what if, but the actual discipline to do it is a whole different
That's
program.
A whole different level. I mean, we can have billions and billions of ideas that we love to give to AI, which is great.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if none of those ideas got action behind them, then not a single one of them is going to work.
Well, so if I'm not biased or I'm not prejudiced of the system, then I can actually ask it about a business model and ask it if it will work, and it'll probably tell me whether or not it would or not.
Well, it won't just tell you it will or will it not work. It'll give you the entire blueprint and breakdown of how to make it work and how you should go about structuring and it'll even give you options and tell you why those options may fit your needs. So it'll give you an entire blueprint and breakdown. It's almost like a business consultation app in your pocket.
Okay, that's a good way of looking at it. So instead of paying for a consultation, you can actually just ask AI for thoughts and ideas surrounding what you're trying to do and just see where it leads you, really.
Exactly, yep.
That is amazing. So what are you going to do? Are you going to sit around and think about a bunch of ideas that you never implement? Or are you going to say, you know what, I'm tired of getting the same results doing the same thing, so I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take action after I get the course, and let's move. And then if I can't do it myself, then I'm going to call MMA so they can help design the systems, because we do it on autopilot, don't we?
We do it on autopilot, and this is going to give people a chance to finally step out of their biases and say, you know what, this has been holding me up too long. I don't want to work with this person because he done this in the past, or I don't want to work with this person because I had this preconceived notion of him in the past, or I don't want to work with this person for whatever reason. Stop saying you don't and start saying you do, and that's when you start winning.
Wow, that's a bar worth repeating. Stop saying you don't and start saying you do, and you will win.
You will win every single time. The moment that I started taking action in my life and pivoting from just being the freelancer and taking every single job and accepting every single condition and term that I was given, I decided at that point I was going to pivot to actually being a business owner, running a company, and it worked because I took action. I didn't just say that I hope the next person that calls me tells me that I'm going to be a business owner on this job. No, the next person that called me, I was already a business owner. They didn't know me as a freelancer because I'd already made that switch.
That is what's up. So change your mind, change your trajectory.
Yep.
That's exactly what Cody's saying.
Yep.
So are you going to change your mind? I hope you do, because it's a reflection of you.
Yep.
That's why the mirror is right here, to see, so you can see yourself in the vision of where you say you want to go.
Yep.
And
they say it's called walking in purpose, and you want to dress for the job that you want to have, not the job that you currently do have. So you're dressing for success for the future. And when I mean dressing, I don't literally mean just putting on clothes. It's a thought process. It's a mindset. It's how you take action every day. It's the way you move. It's who you watch. It's how you spend your time. It's what you value. It's your ethics. It's your morals. It's, can you actually be this person that you set out to be? And it's not necessarily a bad thing if you can't. It don't mean that you let the world down or that you even let yourself down. It just means that maybe that wasn't your purpose.
Wow. I got nothing to say on that. That milk chocolate over here, white chocolate just dropped bars right there. I hope you got what he said. Change your mind. Hey, if the young man can go from pants sagging to quarter zips and make a whole viral video where people are dropping, the shiesties and putting on quarter zips, and that's like a new thing, then why can't you get the business and the dream that you said that you've always wanted? Nothing holding you back but you. Yep. So look in the mirror and say, I can versus I can't.
Yep. And that's major. And just to move us to the next point, I really want to hone this in on people who are really struggling with finding a job or finding a source of income, or coming up in 2026, they're like, I'm struggling with bills and they don't know what to do, and they want to just sit at home and not be lazy, but sit at home and find a way to make money, because I know a lot of people have kids even, and it's hard to find a daycare for them, and also making sure you're at work every day and holding down a job. So we want to make a way for you guys to basically become not necessarily rich, even though it may happen like that.
Correct.
We want to give you opportunity and resource.
Yes.
That's what we're about. And what am I talking about?
Yes.
I'm talking about trap shopping.
Trap shopping. Talk about trap shopping, Cody.
Trap shopping is a new platform we're going to be releasing in early 2026. I don't want to give you an exact date and lie about it, but it's going to be early 2026, and it's going to be a way for a lot of stay-at-home moms, a lot of even stay-at-home dads, or just people in general who have businesses, small business owners, shop owners, anyone who sells product, to switch over to e-commerce shopping and go live on trap shopping and be able to sell their product to their customer base.
That's fire. So we're giving them a platform that they can actually, that's tailored to them.
That's tailored to them and allows them to customize it, like we say, in any way that they would like. And that keeps the barrier of entry very low, where it's like, you don't have to have this many followers or be this person or be that guy in the industry. It's like, come join our platform. If you have products, if you're a small business, if you're a store or shop owner and you have those products that you want to get rid of and you're into online shopping, because I think that's the wave of the future, then I would definitely get on our wait list at trapshopping.com/waitlist.
So I believe that's called D2C, direct to consumer.
Direct to consumer.
So they'll be able to get onto our platform, sell their products, have designated even commission-based salespeople potentially.
Correct. They can work with affiliate market products. They can work with different commission-based structures that they work out.
Nice.
And it's really just a place for people to go on and build a community and bring their community that they already have into the online world, because I'm not saying we're going to fully get away from brick and mortars, because there's always going to be buildings and businesses. But there's definitely a shift in the atmosphere, and it's been ongoing for a minute now, where people are switching to an online shopping model, because it's like you say, D2C, direct to consumer. You get to skip the middleman. It's straight. You shop on my platform, on my products that I'm selling with the people that's on our platform, with the low barrier of entry, and everybody wins.
I love that. So that means that big brands probably should watch out.
Well, it's definitely something that big brands should watch out for. So, I mean, not that we're coming for anyone specifically, but I would just say that if you're on a big platform right now and you see a lot of constraints that you don't like, come over to Trap Shopping and you will see constraints that you don't even see anymore. We're going to get rid of those constraints because we don't want to tie you down. We want you to be a seller, unique yourself, and come in with the community that you have without having to tell them, well, guys, I have to wait till I get to this amount or do that, or, jump through hoops to be able to just sell your own product.
Wow. So a platform where it can be tailored to them. They can make some decent resources. They don't have to be going to a job every day. Their job could be at this table, just selling stuff or whatever.
Just like we're doing live right here, you just simply go live. You have a product that you're selling. You may even have it in front of you, just talking about it. You'll have it pinned over on your right so people can purchase it, and it'll instantly go to your account. You'll have the sales. You'll have your Stripe account connected, and you'll be able to instantly see it go through your bank account, and you'll be able to keep up with the sales. And that's what's great about Trap Shopping is we have so many in-house systems built within Trap Shopping that you don't have to even move from our platform to use those features. So, of course, we will allow you to connect other features if you would like, and integrate with those that you already have some inventory. But we're going to have everything in-house as far as your inventory system, as far as your commission-based and keeping up with those type of systems.
Nice.
Everything you need inside of a selling platform will be available to you through MMA, through Trap Shopping.
Wow. So they're going to be trapped, huh?
They're going to be totally trapped. No need to leave the platform to sell and make money anymore. You come on Trap Shopping, you sell as you please, and you make as much money as you please.
That's amazing. Going onto a platform where you have a total amount of control to where you can bring the resources in that your family needs to survive, and then not just survive, you go from surviving to thriving.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fire. Yep. I mean, I see a lot of people matter of fact, I don't even see a lot of people, I see a lot of brands that are opening up content studios out of everywhere. I mean, from Dick's Sporting Goods, Walmart, I mean, heck, you got WB and Paramount right now and Netflix all talking about, buying up each other because of the fact that they want to create content for content creators.
Yep.
So, I mean, clearly it's a business market. And so while they're doing that, we're over here making Trap Shopping so we can make money for them.
Exactly. We want to give you guys a space and opportunity where you can actually have real people like us that you can talk to and give real feedback to. And it's like, hey, this doesn't work right now, or I would like for this to happen, or what if we could do this? You're talking to the real developers in real time, and we can make changes just like that with AI. I mean, the possibilities are truly endless.
Wow. Didn't Byron Allen talk about something like that? Being able to move a lot quicker than the bigger ships because they take too long?
Yeah, I think he said something about he had already picked up the gold and they were coming looking stupid for it. They said, "Where's the gold, Byron?" He said, "Nothing," because he wasn't there. Because he was gone. He had already took the gold.
So he made a move he made a thought process. I'm saying right. He made a thought process to move. While other people were thinking about moving, he made a movement schedule, got what he needed to get, and left. And then by the time big brands actually decided to make a move, it was too late.
Yep.
So the question is, are you going to move?
Yep.
Trap Shopping. So how do they connect? How do they?
So you definitely have to go to trapshopping.com/waitlist. You definitely need to sign up and get on our wait list, and we're going to give priority to those who do sign up, and we'll hit you with an email blast and let you know when it's live. That way you can go live and shop on our platform. Of course, it's going to have every type of requirement, like every platform with business, when it comes to actually verifying your identity, making sure you have those W-9 forms and everything filled out. But other than that, we want to make sure you have the lowest barrier of entry and be able to come on our platform and sell your products instantly. We don't want to require this and require that. We want you to be able to sell your products as you wish.
That's what's up. So only thing a manufacturer that's going to be selling on our platform should have to do is make sure they can produce consistently.
That's it. Again, the ball is in your court. It's about if you can take action and produce like you say you can, and to the masses, do they believe it because you've done it already? You have proof. You have out there in the product in the world. So do that over and over, and if you can, there's consistent income to be made, and you can do that on repeat.
Autopilot. That's amazing. So, I mean, I'm signed up for Trap Shopping waitlist. Are you?
You definitely need to be.
Yes, definitely. That's what's up.
And before we get out of here, we do appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're going to be doing this every Sunday at 8:30.
Yes.
We will eventually be able to tap in live and be able to comment back to you guys. We've been so busy with our work that it's really been hard to sit down and get that system set up. But that's with the systems we talk about. You got to have it all in place and have it working. So we hope to be able to talk to you soon, and we'll have discussions in the chat. But before we leave, do you have anything to leave them with?
Always got to say this, and hopefully you guys develop this as your mantra. Own your data.
Own your future.
Peace.